Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today we are looking at something quite exciting. It's modem related, so those of you who don't like modems, hit the log off button now. Wait, can I not flip the camera? I can't flip the camera. And here it is. So it's going to be an unboxing video. We're going to have a look at this beauty here that I picked up brand new in box for about 40 Australian dollars. Now, some of you might say, well, it's probably not worth a tenth of that. You might be right. Some of you might say, don't unbox it, leave it as new. Honestly, I need this guy. If we have a look at my modems that I currently have, we've got the these little Banksias down here. Wave SP336 and the Wave SP56. If I have a look in my drawers here, I've also got this guy, who, if we have a look at this, is actually a close relative, a very close relative. So 2x2, perfect. This one's actually a 56. An AM5693, I believe it is. We can have a look at the top of the box. Yep, there it is. And this one is an AM5690. I'm guessing at the time 90 would have indicated V90. Now I've got other modems, of course. We should probably have a quick look. What do we got? We've got some sort of smart modem. I've got the Mega Plus B32 and the Spirit Viper B34. Still don't quite know what I'm doing with all these modems, but they're mine. They're all mine. Which brings us back to these. So if we have a look here, let's talk about this for a minute. This is Netcomm on the Wayback Machine, a part of archive.org. And it's actually the press releases from Netcomm way back when. So if we have a look through here, we can actually see a couple of things that are relevant. So V34, December 94, wow. Auto modems and smart modems. So that smart modem that was down there, I believe, was V34. Yeah, it was. It is actually that model too, the M34F. But there are a couple of different revisions. Anyway, this isn't the one we're interested in. There's plenty of information here, which is fantastic. Press releases were a great thing of the past. We're actually looking for, what are we? Roadster 2. Okay, so here we go. So at the very top here, I couldn't get, they might have moved the location of their press releases after this date. Or it might have been something else, who knows, anyway. So Roadster 2. There we go. So this is probably the one that was that this article is referencing. This is back in '98. Some of the wording here, aerodynamically styled to enhance voice communications and acoustics. Now we've got the Australian Consumer, ACCC, Australian Consumer Cool Cats, and they would have probably pulled Netcomm up on this and went, what the hell does it have? What does the voice communications and acoustic have anything to do with the way that it's shaped like that? Netcomm would have to prove that. But I'm not going to argue with the next bit. The Roadster's compact size is designed to make a minimal physical impact on the desktop environment. Now, they had also been pumping out, I mean, you saw the size of those other modems down there. Here, though, we have the Banksias, which were also at the time owned by Netcomm and used the same board, the BT134, just in a different position. Like the ports on the back, power and the jacks, the switches even, they're all just at a different angle. So they were quite good at giving the illusion of choice in the market, even though they were all just the same hardware. So I guess that's enough talking about the Roadster 2. It's not that exciting, to be honest. I don't know, name something or other. V90 makes it safe to surf. So this was the 18th of March 98. One of the first 56K modems based on the V90 standard to be released in Australia. Netcomm's Roadster 256 Ultra. That is literally this guy here. Beautiful. We'll begin shipping around Easter for 200 Australian. A free online V90 software upgrade for current Netcomm 56K users will be available at this time. So I'm guessing the Roadster 2 indicates that there was a Roadster 1, which I'm gonna guess if we read on, yeah, Rockwell's. Those products based on two competing solutions, Rockwell's K56 Flex and 3Com's X2 to talk to each other. So V90, basically standardized modems. V92 came along a bit later and was, had a couple of extra things which are kind of fun, but irrelevant for me, unfortunately, because I can't use that technology. I'm sort of capped at 33K, so that's fine. But I must digress. Unboxing. So this is it. So let's have a look at some of the artwork on here. So this is a translucent blue. It will be very interesting to see the inside. So we'll actually take apart the modem itself as well, because we can. So it's a very nice artwork. Like Windows 2000 and Millennium Edition compatible. Inside an octagon. Recommended by Australia's leading ISPs, who were probably at the time, I want to say Telstra or Telecom. Who else was around back then? A whole bunch of randoms. TIG, the internet group, or possibly iHug. Long time ago. I'd have to look it up on archive.org. Not much on this side. I've got a barcode though, which is very stripy. Let's have a look at this side. Oh yeah, that's kind of fun. Document. Oh, and then the document comes out the other side. That's kind of cool. Yeah, voicemail. I love not getting voicemail. We've got a bit in there as well. Okay. Let's go on. Look at the top of the box next. So, one good thing about Netcomm is they always used Rockwell technology. Connexent took over Rockwell at some point, and was that good for the industry? Probably not. Maybe the same way that Netcomm kept eating up all the other modem manufacturers of the time. So there's the model number, the firmware version, batch number, and serial number. So the other side, which gives us technical specs. So it's still a serial modem. So that's good. So I'm going to be using Windows 95 on the Mister. That won't be a problem. And I have updated the flash ROM on one of these modems. I can't remember which one. It might have been one of the Banksias. And it worked. I mean, it didn't brick the modem, which was good. So there's the front. We should probably have a look at the back, which will have a lot of information. All right, let's get into the nitty gritty. What's on here? Okay, so lots of excitement. So what I'll be doing is after this unboxing, I'll get all this box, all the documentation scanned in, and then I throw the modem at the Australian Computer Museum Society, I think it is, and they can do whatever they want with it. I'll keep the modem though. Got my own power adapters and serial cables. Aggressive transmission speeds. Don't know what happened to that font there. So these are pretty cool in that they've got a speaker. I'll be interested to see if the LEDs are red. The Banksias tend to have green LEDs, but the Netcomms tend to have red. I actually prefer the green. But this form factor is unbeatable. And these guys were pretty local. I think I lived in Lane Cove for a bit. After these guys were there, I'm guessing, though, they might still be there, who knows? It's a nice place. It's very expensive though. And I'm not a rich man. I'm still using 56K in this year. All right. So I don't have a camera stand still, which is problematic. But I can at least try slicing and dicing. This thing has probably been in a box since 98 was the first revision. When did V92 hit? When did we start putting V92 into everything? Anyway. Let's make the incision. This is even the right bit to cut. It probably is. So what I'll do is I'll scan all this and I'll pop it up onto archive.org under my username, Shane McRetro. And then you can recreate the box at home, which may or may not be your thing. Okay, that's fine. Just maybe this isn't the best knife to be using. One other thing I did notice, This got shipped from somewhere up in Queensland. I'm down a bit south in New South Wales. Something's rattling around in there. I'm hoping it's just documentation. It kind of feels like there's not much holding it together. Interestingly, this is you'll notice it's a rectangular prism. These guys, the Banksias, actually shipped in, or at least the 33.6K modem shipped in a triangular prism, like a Toblerone, if you will. That's good plastic. You don't get that anymore. I mean, unless you go into the ocean. Plenty of plastic in the ocean. You can really smell that new modem smell already, and we're only past the plastic. That's incredible. Okay, that's the plastic off. And now I just need to not damage this. Probably should open it from the underside maybe, but then where's the unboxing experience? Oh yeah, that's good. All right, there we go. It's not very good cardboard. It's quite thin. Let's see if it just slips out. There it goes, just slipping out. It's not slipping out. Oh. Okay, the external box is clear. That'll scan nicely. That's good. It's nice. Pop that over there for a moment. Please don't be discolored. Please don't be discolored. Ooh. Same thing that's on the external box. Cool. They must have had a sticker machine, printed 2 stickers. I'm just gonna pop this guy over here so it's a bit out of the way. Oh, CDs, documentation. Oh, I'm in heaven. This is it. My God, volume 6. It's survived this long without being opened. Oh, there I am. Okay, so I'll also rip the CDs as I do. Warranty terms and conditions. We used to use we might still do, Trade Practices Act. Australian? ACCC? That's going to bug me. I'll look that up. Australian Competition and Consumer Commission. Okay, yeah, I had 2 of the words. So Sirius Technologies must have owned Netcomm, quite possibly. Or been a parent company. Look at that, 12-month warranty. It's nice. I was quite shocked when I got I remember opening a Sega Mega Drive from the 90s, Mega Drive 2 I think it was, and it had only a 90-day warranty. I was like, wow, that's pretty sad. We've come a long way, but I guess technology is also a lot cheaper these days in terms of what they're made of. Garbage. Okay. You'd actually register the modem at sirius.com.au. Oh man, I hate the way that I can see typos a mile away. Lightning strike. Lightning. I guess it just got really bright, which I guess it would also do with the lightning strike. Just some instructions on how to set it up, which if you're someone like me and you grew up with Windows 95 and 98 and then 2000, because I tried to install ME and it didn't work. Didn't like my hardware. Yeah, okay, that's pretty cool. Pop that over there with the terms and conditions. Then we have the main event. Wow, you can smell that 90s plastic. I wish you guys could smell this. One day we'll have the technology to upload the smell into the camera, but my iPhone can't do that. Not yet anyway. Yeah, it's a plastic that's really bad for the environment. Yeah. Oh, it's got some weight to it. You know, it's got modem components in it. I'm gonna put him there. We don't want him to be lonely, so we pop his brethren with him. Oh, this one looks terrible now. I want to throw this one out. Ugh. We then have probably power adapters, and I'm going to say the power adapter is a 7.5 volt, 500 amp, 400 amp. It'll be something weird. That's kind of cool. It's a black one. Let's have a look at what that says. It says it's not very interesting at all. That's quite boring. But that you'd be able to plug. It's incredible. So this is if you didn't have one of these jacks directly on your wall. You could use the this guy, 605, I think. I don't know, 605. It's one of the sides, male or female, I can't remember. It's been a long time since I've had one of that. I was gonna say it's been a long time since I've had one of those on my wall, and I can literally see one on my wall now. It's not used, but it's still there because landlords don't care. Quite frankly, neither do I. It's a nice serial cable. Oh, that's good. It's got some weight to it. Look at that. How many pin? 2 pin. Nice. 2 pin. Very, very nicely packaged. It's got little air holes so you can squash down the plastic bag, and still gives the illusion that it's wrapped in plastic for no reason. I guess it's to stop damaging other things, maybe. I guess we'll never know. The box itself, we've got a bit of a mark here. I don't know what this is, what's going on here, but that's fine. I'm not upset. I'm not going to ask for a refund. It's not a very interesting box on the inside, to be honest. Sort of, if something was bouncing around, it actually looks like that would have been where the modem was. Whew. Told you it was a solid modem. No one believed me. And here's the power brick. Now it's in a sealed box. So I'm going have to slice through that to get in. So let's just pop this aside. Oh, this is amazing. Is this what all unboxing videos are like? If I had a tripod, I could do this all day. Alright, so we're going to open from the top. And I wonder if it's one of those grey power supplies. Oh, feel that. Yeah, okay, I'm not going to be able to get in that easily. Nylon probe tool. I actually have the nylon probe tool for opening these guys. Not for this, but it's kind of funny if I do it like this. Laugh along with me. If you're laughing, you've got a weird sense of humor. I like you. Weird people. Okay, it's not working. It's over. I can't get in. It's. Okay, there we go. Just needed to open it. Easy. No rush. It's a grey. It's looking like it's going to be another one of those grey ones. So many of these bastards now. I mean buggers. Buggers. Can't say bastards on the internet. I'll have to remember to bleep that out. It's in there quite well. The cardboard box is not light enough. We're going to have to do an invert. Gentle. Brace yourselves. Hubba. That's definitely a 7.5 volt adapter if I've ever seen one. Does it have the swivelly thing? It does. It's even got the kind of cool feature. And a bit of swivel on the strain relief. Not that the strain relief has been doing a very good job, it's just sort of squashed. Ooh. This is the, so you can tell this is a pre-2000 and, I want to say 3 or 4. There's a standard where we've actually got insulation here. Because what was happening is people were able to hold it here and plug it in, make a connection, and get quite a nasty shock from our power outlets. So we drafted some stuff and it, made the world a better place. Safety for the masses. Well, I'll be damned. 7.5 volt maximum iPhone zoom, so it's as grainy as anything. You know what, I'm just going to move the phone closer and focus. Extra low voltage adapter. I think the regulators in these are sharp somethings, but they could easily probably do 9 volt. Only thing is that it would generate a bit more heat, which would then probably set the modem on fire. Over time. Center pin positive, that's really cool. That was a nice standard. 450 milliamp. Okay, I wasn't too far off. I do like these DC modems though, because they're slightly modernized compared to the AC ones, which tend to be my 28K and it's mostly the 28K stuff. The 14.4 as well, of course, obviously, because it's even older. Yeah, so there's not much to that. These, I believe, are 2.1 millimeter inner diameter and 5.5 outer, and then it's that's not 11, that's 9.5. But annoyingly, one thing about or at least this particular modem, is that it doesn't list the power details on the underside. It just says power in fancy italicized cursive-ish font. It's fine. Really? Half an hour? Oh boy. All right, let's not wrap this up. Let's unwrap this up. I might do a second video where we take the modem apart. This is going to take like 5 days to upload on this internet here. Terminal ready. Power. Oh boy. Netcomm tended to use, or Sirius, I guess, tended to use Lycon capacitors in their modems, at least as far as I've been able to find so far. I've replaced most of them with Rubicons or Panasonics. Can't imagine plugging this in after this long would be a good idea. So I'm probably going to hold off on doing that. That is so cool though. That is... Eat your heart out, X-Files modem. This is way cooler. That's beautiful. That's it's actually really quite nice. I wonder if we zoom. No, we can't see the PCB revision. Unless I had a flashlight. Wait, I do have a flashlight. Flashlight. So as you can see externally, these are, like, even the holes are in the same spots for the speaker. It's interesting to see they use this sort of edgy, angled look over here, but when they've come to this one, they're like, no, just stamp it straight on top. It's going to look fantastic. Except maybe the Ultra. Let's have the Ultra, you know, red, like racing red. Very nice. Where is it normally? It's not the other end, is it? Oh, that'd suck. Pretty sure it's this corner. It would have to be, because it's the same as this one. Let's check out the sides, see how it all looks. I did not realize it was... I didn't realize it was that beautiful two-tone. That's amazing. It looks like they've used the same shell. Look at the rear. They've been given that same hideous font. Maybe it was trendy, I don't know. There's not too much on this side, unfortunately. And of course, I guess the underside. Wow, that's so cool. You can't really see it, but it's the coolest thing I've seen. Ooh, don't know how I feel about that. Certified in Europe? So there's obviously been some cost cutting going on here. where's the big Netcomm logo on the underside? It's just not there. That's interesting. This one warns you not to open it, which is good. And this one wants me to die. That's okay. Oh, this one says the power requirements on the underside. That's very cool. Kind of want to open it now. Can't really open it with one hand though, because I've got to jam the nylon probe tool in. Looking for things to lean the camera up against. Alright, let's have a look. There's got to be something around here. Maybe there's a cup. Sort of. Yeah, okay, that kind of works. Alright, so these modems are quite easy to take apart. You've got these screws at the back, 2 screws, completely out of focus. There we go. And you just use a screwdriver to undo them. Like so. Anti-clockwise, just in case you're wondering. That's the opposite way a clock goes. And if you're only used to digital clocks, I can't help you. No one can. Now there's a sort of a lip here along the front. And there's these 2 little guys over here. This one and this one. So I can't remember exactly how you do it, but you sort of wedge it in. You can see on this one, because it's using 2-tone. You've got the darker blue in there. And that is the top. So if we look at it with just the 2 screws removed, we should have a little bit of lift. There's a little bit of lift. So now what we want to do is we want to use the nylon probe tool. Just pop it in a sidewaysy fashion. That's one done. You can see that it's gone. The other side, which is much the same, just on the other side. And 1, 2. Oh, crud. The other side just clips back in. This is high pressure. It doesn't help that I'm working around this mug that I've put in my way, I guess. All right, so let's try again. Okay, we're good that side. All right, maybe I should try and just not put too much pressure on that side. Okay, all right, here we go. I'm gonna try. This is a very soft black stick, nylon probe tool. I really should have tried another one that was better. Make sure if you're taking this apart at home, because it doesn't tell you not to on the bottom, make sure you're doing it on a soft surface so you don't damage the top. Now I've got to not apply pressure to the modem shell itself to prevent it clipping back in. Can't get away without doing it. I've got to go fast. Oh, that got it. All right. Oh, wow. Okay, break time. It was good. It was good. All right, so now you can see. Actually, I'll do it on the other modem really quickly because I don't mind too much if the other modem gets damaged. It looks like it's had a healthy life. These are everywhere at my place of employment. We've got, I came across another one. It had a revision on the board that I've never seen before, and it had a trace wire. I actually, BT134 revision B, not revision B1. Struck me as odd. Ow. It's easier on the other one. You can't see, but I'm cheating and using a flathead screwdriver. It's quite a big one though, so it's not damaging the plastic much. Alright, so they're both undone. Okay, so 2 modems. Let's have a look at what's different. So this is the prototypical one. Oh yeah, it's got things connected, damn it. We'll just take note of which way these are around. One's the microphone, one's a speaker. This foam tends to degrade on the Banksias, so these ones won't be far behind, I'd imagine. There's the big old Rockwell chip, firmware chip over to the right. The sharp voltage regulator. Bunch of big old capacitors, relays, etc., etc. And most importantly, the board revision up here, which is BT134, revision B1. Revision B seemed to have a trace wire leading from here over to the Rockwell chip. So that was kind of interesting, I thought. I don't have that one. It's not mine, but it's all right, I've got all these ones. There's the cup, which has been supporting the camera. And the main event. Please don't clip back together, please don't clip back together, please don't clip back together. So in theory, there should be 2 cables on the right hand side. Shivers me timbers, that's different on the inside. What did Connexent do? So it connects the chip instead of a Rockwell chip. Rockwell chips are this beautiful giant chunk of ceramic. Do you know what's Rockwell? Oh, yuck. Ooh. Maybe it's not. Oh, that's interesting. Oh. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this one anymore. Same configuration on these guys. Maybe I'll just steal the blue casing for the other one. Okay, so what are we looking at? So we've got a lot of differences. This was obviously a bit of a redesign. Oh, it's not even in focus, damn it. Look at it from this way because that's the way the board PCBs are. Okay, so our relays are different. The board layout is different. But most of our friends are here by the looks. And we've got date stamps, which is fantastic because date stamps will tell us a bit about when this was made. So this was a Millennium modem, almost. That date stamp down the bottom right, left, bottom left. 9947, week 47 of 99. Someone could have gotten this for Christmas. But then I have to question that because I go across to this Atmel flash chip, which is 0002, which would indicate week 2 of 2000. Thanks for quality checking, that's real help. If I had to guess, I would say that the 2 Connexent chips were replacing the 1 single chip here, maybe? You can see there's that WinBond chip up the top there, and it's next to the flash, so it's probably related. They've moved that makes a lot of sense, moving the power having that there. What is it? It's a L7805, so a 5-volt thing. Makes sense. So if you're stepping down from 7.5 to 5, there's going to be a lot less heat generated. If my very rough understanding of electronics makes any sense. Gosh, we lost whatever these things are. I just didn't put them on. It's orange things. Three kilovolt. Okay. Some sort of surge protection, maybe? They didn't need it anymore? Actually, that's exactly what's happened. Really? How cheap are these modems? Over here you've got FS1, which I'm going to say is Fuse 1. It is literally a wire link. Now I've seen that ATS 312 up the top right hand corner in the IG6000, I think, which was another Netcomm industrial grade modem. And it also used an L7805, but it got toasty. Or maybe it used a Sharp. Maybe it was somewhere around this time, but not exactly on either of these. Date stamps on this one, let's have a look, see what we can find. 9747. 9747. So this is a 2-year difference in though I guess there's also that date stamp on the PCB itself, 9836. I should really go and compare, see when the BT 134 revision B was. How long it took them to fix their, I want to say errata. The good news is for me is that there's a similar amount of capacitors, so that won't be too bad. But yeah, that's quite uses the same 207CT chip in the middle-ish of the board. So it's something to do with the serial bus, looking at its proximity to the serial port. But yeah, I don't know much about RP56D. It does have a Rockwell number on it, R6764-61. This one has R6772. 6772 versus 6764. What? could indicate it's not a very good numbering scheme. Or I'm interpreting it wrong. Now up here, it looks like we've got a revision F underneath that sticker. I would be most interested to see though if this is still a BT134 board. So let's pop this camera down again. Try not to damage it. I'll use my X-Acto knife, which has only cut me about a dozen times because it's so sharp. It's definitely a revision F. This other knife is better suited. Nope. Doesn't help that this guy's in the way. Where are the tweezers? Can't be too far away. They weren't. Well, I'll be damned. I'll be damned. It's revision F. F for funky. So this is a BT134 revision F. It's funny, the only revisions I've been coming across are a revision B and a B1. Oh no, I did have a revision F. Hang on. A, B, C, D, E, F. A, B, C, D, E. I'll have to look into that now. God damn. So yeah, that's not so bad then, I guess. Interesting the way they got rid of all the fuses. Unless these 47 nanojarads, NJs, joules. Actually, I don't know what they are. They're labeled as capacitors, C29 and C43. There's always more to learn. But yes, that's That's interesting. I've always assumed that the BT stood for Banksia Technology, or Banksia Technologies. And the Netcomm just used their design. May not have been the case. So capacitors, let's have a look here, see what we've got. What type did they use from this factory? Oh, no way. They're Wendel's. Wendel's. Wendel's ain't no rubies. Bunch of 10 UFs. What the heck is that one? Too cursive for me to read. I'm going to say they are the same as the other ones, which were 50 volt 47 UF. Yep. UF16s over here, which match these ones over here. Should also be a 50 volt 10 UF, which I think is directly where it goes into the... Nope, it's gone. It's small. Still 4 of them. 10 UF 25 versus 10 UF 25 and volt and 50 volt. I've noticed that this one, in these ones, often seems to have swollen a little bit out of its plastic casing when I replace it. So I'm guessing that either the capacitors weren't terribly good, or whatever was happening from the in to this guy via this guy, I think, is getting a bit toasty. But they must have fixed it in this one, because it's just, I'm sure they will have fixed it. Right, why else would they downgrade the voltage? I mean, they did change the voltage regulator completely, so possibly because Sharp stopped making them. So I had been pretty loyal to Sharp up until then. Slightly smaller form factor too. This thing's bloody huge. Yeah, okay. So that's interesting. So it is a BT board. I might move that sticker over here. So I was looking in the right area, the front right. Yeah, okay, good. Well, that's it. What I'll do is I might even... No, I'm not going to dial in. That'd be insane. That'd be so insane. Do you reckon the lights are red? Stay tuned, we'll find out in the next video. If you've really stayed on for this long, thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video about modems. McRetro signing out. Signing off. I can never get that one right. McRetro is signing off. This has been Shane McRetro. I'm signing off. This has been Shane McRetro. I'm signing out. I'm logging out. Logging out, yes. I'm signing off. Shane McRetro signing off.